Uh, Today we have a passage, and that's the ACT, migration by GBS. Migration by GBS. All right. Scientists, when they want to know the patterns of migration when it comes to birds, they put GPS on the back of a bird. Do you know that? You probably have watched it on National Geographic. They put a GPS on the back of the animal or the bird so that they can study the patterns of migration. Have you seen that before?
No.
Seriously, on National Geographic, they put a little device, a GPS, on the back of the bird or in his leg, somewhere in his body, so that they can learn about the migration of that bird. Where does he go in winter? Where does he go in summer? You know? So, like, the bird is gonna be watched all the time since he has the GPS on his back. That's a very modern way of studying birds and their patterns of migration. Never seen that before? Anyways, I told you how it happens. Now, we're gonna read about the Egyptian vulture. Uh, Basically, it's a bird. All right. I will try to find a picture for it so that you can get to know what I'm talking about here. Uh, all right. It says here the Egyptian vulture. It was called the Pharaoh's chicken. Okay, in the old world, it was called Pharaoh's chicken. All right. So let's figure out more about that bird. Yeah, Mariam, can you start reading the first
Okay.
lines? Yeah.
Every winter, the Egyptian vulture migrates from its summer home to the warmer climes of southern Africa.
Africa. Okay. So here in number 16, in number 16, the writer wants to add more accurate information. All right. The writer wants to add more accurate information. Uh, Specifically, he wants to put in Europe, West Africa, and Asia. So he want to put that line here in number 16. Do you think this is gonna be good or unnecessary? Again, in number 16, the writer wants to add more accurate information about the summer, about the summer home of the Egyptian vulture. All right, he wants to put in Europe, West Africa, and Asia. Do you agree or disagree? Huh? Agree or disagree? Hello?
Agree.
Yes. Why you agree?
Um,
You have
because
two
he didn't
reasons.
mention.
Because it completes the sentence, or because it shows the Egyptian vulture's endangered status is linked to its widespread habitat. F or G?
Uh, F.
Yeah. Why? Because it completes the sentence, right? It just completes the sentence and it tells us about summer home and winter homes for the Egyptian vulture. So If you just put that line here, it's gonna be every winter the Egyptian vulture migrates from its summer home in Europe, West Africa, and Asia to the warmer climes of Southern Africa. Okay, good job. So that's the first information we learn about the Egyptian vulture. It migrates from summer home to winter or to warmer climes in Southern Africa. Okay, Zain, read the second paragraph.
Because the vulture is so large, it flies over the large bodies of the water as nearly as possible. So these birds come from three different
Continents.
country, continents and migrate relatively.
Yeah, so because the Egyptian vulture is so large in size, it flies large bodies of water as rarely as possible. Hmm. We're gonna change overly to be huh,
Over.
over. All right. So that is the second important information we learn about the Egyptian vulture. Number one, it is very large, and that's why it rarely flies over bodies of water. But bodies of water, like, you know, what does it mean? But bodies of water. What does bodies of water mean, guys? Hello. What does bodies of water mean? Come on, guys, that's easy.
Bodies that live in water.
Huh? No.
Bodies.
Huh? I mean oceans, rivers, lakes. Those are bodies of water. Lakes, oceans, and rivers. Understand? So the Egyptian vulture is so large, and that's why it avoids flying over bodies of water because probably he's afraid to fall into the water, maybe, you know. So that's why he rarely flies over oceans or rivers or lakes. And although these birds come from three different continents, you know what does continents mean? Huh?
Like there is seven continents: Africa,
Yeah.
uh, Asia, North America, South America,
Yeah. How
or
many continents in the world?
seven.
Yeah, seven continents. Asia, Africa, America, Australia, South America, North America, Antarctica. All right, good. So the Egyptian vulture comes from three different continents. Okay, and migrate. Migrate, it means like to move. To migrate, it means to live somewhere else. All right, to leave your home and go to another home. So migrate to a relatively undeveloped region. Okay, an underdeveloped region. They're faced with extinction by the use of pesticides in all the regions through which they fly. Okay, so here he's talking about the danger and the threat that faces Egyptian vultures. All right, what does extinction mean?
like to most animal species from existence.
Yeah, exactly. So extinction, it means like to disappear. Or do not exist anymore, like dinosaurs. Okay, dinosaurs unfortunately has become extinct, right? Disappeared a long time ago. And the Egyptian vulture, okay, have the same problem. Is that it is facing extinction. So here they're faced with extinction. We wanna change it. Uh, well, we don't say they're faced with extinction. That's not correct. Yeah, I want to replace it with one of those FGHJ. Yeah, which one is correct, guys?
J.
G, G or J?
J.
J. Yeah, they are faced. They are faced with. Yeah. All right. Uh, they are faced with good pesticides. So what causing these birds to become extinct? What is causing extinction? What is the threat? You know, what is killing those animals, those birds?
Uh,
I mean, pesticides. Yeah. What does pesticides mean? Pesticides in all the regions through which they fly, which, in other words, the regions where those birds fly, okay, has pesticides, and pesticides can cause those animals to die. So, what does pesticides mean? Pesticides like chemicals we put to the plants to grow healthier and bigger. You know, they are substances that control pests and insects to protect the crops. Let me show you a picture. Yeah. So look here at the picture. What do you see? Those are farmers, okay, throwing pesticides on the crops. And here is an airplane, okay, spraying pesticides over the crops. Those pesticides are very important for the plants, for the crops, so that they can grow, you know, faster and without any damage. All right, because you know very well that insects and animals come to eat those plants, so those pesticides can put them away. All right, but unfortunately these pesticides cause the Egyptian vulture to die. Okay, so this is what the scientists have discovered about the Egyptian vultures. All right, it's that yeah, it migrates to underdeveloped region, and they are faced with extinction. They die because of the pesticides in all regions through which they fly. Do you understand what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move to the second paragraph. Yeah, Mariam, can you read?
Thought thought the woman in
Though
agri
the boom, though the boom in agriculture
resistance has been got from farmers, it has indifferently caused significant loss
significant harm
to Egyptian vulture village
population.
population is estimates for the remaining number of vultures can be as low as 10,000. The scientists placed GPS device inside three vultures and have tracked.
All right, so here we go. He said, though the boom, boom it means like development. You know, boom it means development, huge change, huge change and development in agriculture pesticides. He said, like, yeah, known to be those pesticides known to be harmful to the plants and to the animals as well. But we had a boom in agriculture pesticides, which means like they have greatly changed a lot. However, okay, it has caused significant harm. Significant, it means huge, huge harm, huge harm to the Egyptian vulture population. And then estimates for the remaining numbers of vultures can be as low as 10,000. Can you believe this? There are only 10,000 Egyptian vultures in the world. And all that because of the agriculture pesticides that kills so many Egyptian vultures. All right. Now, Mariam, number 19. Zin, 19. You too. I want you to think of it. It has indifferently caused significant harm, which means those pesticides didn't cause any harm to the Egyptian vultures. Well, the word indifferently here is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. So he wants to say that those agriculture pesticides caused significant, huge harm to the Egyptian vultures population. Yeah. So which one I'm gonna go for? We have A and B and C and D.
Can you repeat? Uh,
Huh? It has not like it has indifferently caused significant harm, which doesn't make any sense, or it has industrially or indirectly. Yeah, which one is the correct answer? It has indirectly or industrially or indecisively or no change.
Uh, B.
B, indecisively? Nope, it's D, indirectly. Indirectly, it means like not in a direct way. Okay, not in a direct way. All right, so those pesticides killing the Egyptian vultures, okay, in an indirect way. Understand?
Uh,
You understand what I'm saying here? Probably these pesticides are causing diseases to the animal, and in the long run, he dies. You understand what I'm saying? So those agriculture pesticides that the farmers put on the crops indirectly cause significant harm to the Egyptian vulture population. Okay? All right. So here, the scientists placed GPS devices inside three vultures and have tracked the patterns of migration by following them from Turkey, okay, to Southern Africa. Okay, again, scientists placed GPS devices inside three vultures and have tracked the patterns of migration by following them from Turkey to Southern Africa. So here the scientists wanted to know where does vultures go. So they put GPS in the vulture, okay, to track. Okay, you know what does it mean? To track, it means to know where they go. Okay, so those three vultures were tracked. They were being watched, migrating from Turkey to South Africa. Okay, Mariam, here. The patterns of migration by following them. Do you think number 20 is okay? Or we should change it uh, with G or H or J?
Um, I think it's okay.
Well, let me explain something on the board that's gonna help you. Look, in English, we have something called elevated style. Elevated style. What does that mean? Okay, let me show you what is meant by elevated style. Here we go. For example, uh, I'm just thinking of a sentence. Again, elevated style. When it's like I say, he is the manager of corporate company. That's a long sentence. I can make it more elevated. I can make the style more elevated. So I'm gonna say he is corporate manager. Ah, that's elevated style. The second sentence, the patterns of migration of the bird. Huh. Can I write it in an elevated style? Can you do it?
Um, the bird's migration.
The bird's migration. The bird's, sorry, the bird's pattern, of migration. Or I can say the bird's migration. Understand? Which one is better in style? The first or the second?
The second.
The second is more elevated in style. Elevated, it means higher and better. Understand that point? Okay, so let's go back here. Now we want to change that one, all right? We want to change it into an elevated style, Mariam. So which one is the best?
G.
You have F and G and H and J. The bird's migration patterns or them by means of tracking device that gives positional coordinates. Oh my gosh, he is making a story. Then J, the vultures as they were migrating with the devices on them. Which one is the better alternative for that sentence? Yo, come on guys, that's easy.
G or J.
If I go for J, I'm gonna make it worse.
Okay, G.
Yeah, it's G. Okay, the bird's migration pattern. Why? Because that is elevated style. And Zain, do you understand? Zain, do you understand what I'm saying?
Which?
You were sleeping?
No.
All right. I mean, I understand number 20. All right, Southern Africa and having mapped the routes. Okay. Okay. Since 2012, okay, a group of researchers from University of Utah's Department of Biology and its whatever laboratory. Yeah, do you think that sentence is good?
We're 22 or 23.
I mean, why he put comma here? I don't think comma is useless here, right?
It's useful since it connects between the first and the second sentences. Because the first one isn't
No,
a
I
full
mean
sentence.
for example, if I write a sentence like that, look, for example, a group of scientists from the university or from Cairo University. Discovered, okay, the bird's pattern of migration. Okay, that's the sentence. Here, a group of scientists from the university or from Cairo University discovered the birds patterns of migration. All right. A group of scientists from Cairo University discovered the birds patterns of migration. There is one sentence wrong here. Which one? We have two sentences correct and one sentence wrong. Yeah, I will take Mariam's opinion and Zain's opinion. I mean wrong in punctuation. Okay, two sentences are correct and one sentence is wrong in punctuation.
Only one wrong?
Yeah, only one wrong. Yeah. Okay, the first one, correct or incorrect? A group of scientists, that's the subject. Okay. And where's the verb? Huh? And that's the verb, right? So that is correct. That is correct. Number two, a group of scientists from Cairo University discovered the birds' patterns of migration. That is the subject. Okay. Where's the verb? Where's the verb, guys? Yeah, the verb is here, right? So why is putting comma here in that sentence? Why he is putting comma? Is that an introductory sentence? It's not an introductory sentence. So that one is wrong. Okay, let's have a look on the third one. A group of scientists. Okay, here we have a comma. And here we have comma. All right. and we call those inverted commas. Inverted commas, which means you can delete what is between the inverted commas. Again, you can delete what is between the inverted commas, and that wouldn't affect the meaning. All right, let me show you. Imagine, okay, that I'm gonna put, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put a square on that here. Yeah. Mariam, can you read?
A group of scientists discovered the persistent pattern of migrations.
Does it give a meaning?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
so
did.
that is correct. All right. So I'm just gonna take correct. All right, so let's go back to reading again. Now, number 22, Zain, do you think we should change it? Look, that
Uh,
comma here is useless. I don't see any meaning for that comma because, you know, this, yeah, why he puts comma? This is not an introductory sentence. So yeah, come on, change it.
G.
G, but he just put comma before and. What about
Uh,
J? What about J?
what is the difference between G and G?
J, you have comma here,
Uh, ah,
which means like he put comma before and. Okay, I think we just go for J. I don't need any commas here. I don't need any commas. Okay. A group of researchers from University of Utah's Department of Biology and its whatever laboratory. That's it. Okay. I don't need more commas. Okay. I'm gonna stop here at 22 and then go back. I'm just like trying to show you some punctuation stuff and things about the Egyptian vulture. All right. So I will just go to Cambridge one. Do you remember the last thing we talked about was about home, right? Home and house, right?
is this the last time or the one before?
What? The last time, yeah. We were talking about homes and types of homes and describe your home.
Yeah, 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 it
All
is.
right. Yeah. Yeah, which I don't know where. I don't really where I don't know where's the book actually. I read
You can find it in the search. On the top right corner. You just pick in the place where it's belong at local drive D and search if you know its name.
I found it. Okay. So talking about the Egyptian vulture was really interesting, right? And I'm so sad that the Egyptian vulture is dying because of agriculture pesticides.